Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is 11:20 p.m. Came for the daily night walk, and you can see the Michigan backside. Came for the walk, man, and here we have the casino over here. Yeah, this morning I was talking about if somebody is trying to bring you down, it means they are broken inside. What do I mean by that is, like, let's say you're doing certain things, and people are upset about, like, people are leaving negative comments, and people are trying to uh, you know put their poison in you. It means they are unhappy, man. They are sad about certain things and they are trying to put it on you. So you have to have empathy for them. You shouldn't be upset, and you should understand, like, it means they didn't understand you very well. Like, unless if you are trying to bring someone down, it means you are broken, your shit is broken. So in that situation, you have to just penetrate your skull and reframe your mind, man. In that way you won't trying to bring other people down, because when somebody is trying to take that and bring some people down, mean they didn't figure out the correct way of they are, because they have time to piss someone off. So it's their shit is broken. So if you are not as long as you are not trying to bring some other people down, so you are in a good place. If you are trying to bring other people down, you are in a really bad situation. That's what I was talking about in this morning, and now I'm gonna talk about why it's really necessary for you to it's like you shouldn't be ashamed to expose your weaknesses. Let's say you have certain shortcomings, certain weakness, and in certain area you're not very good. So you should be able to just tell to everyone, like, you shouldn't be afraid, because you think that when you say you are not good at certain things, you feel really good, and that's gonna make you look good to other people. The thing is, you can look good, but the thing is, you care about what other people think about you. When you care about what other people think about you, what's going to happen is you're not going to do so many things, because you always care, okay, if I do this and look bad to other people, what they are going to think about me, and if I do this and if I fail this one, what other people are going to think about me. So you always think, whenever you do stuff, you always worry what other people are going to think about you. So you don't do most of the stuff. You just care about what other people think about it. But if you expose your weakness, like, let's say you're not really good at speaking, you should just able to say, I suck at speaking. So whenever, even if you start speaking really good, then people will appreciate, you were suck at speaking, and then you became really good. But if you pretend to be like really good in the beginning and you suck, then that doesn't even look really good. You look like a piece of shit in that case. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should be able to, like, even in the beginning, like when I'm doing engineering in the beginning, it happened to me as well. In the beginning, I liked have the entitlement, like having a good marks and smart student. When people appreciate, I care about what other people think about me. So whenever people ask for the marks of me, even if I get 70, I will say I got 90 and something like that. Now I am telling the truth to everybody, like, I failed electronics too, and when people ask me like, how did you do in the electronics, I say I failed by 2 marks, because now I don't care about what other people think about me, because I realize that when you care about what other people think about you, you always be vulnerable, because you're afraid to do most of the things. But when you say, I suck, I failed, this is what happened, telling the truth, expose your true self, don't be afraid of anybody, then you can be free, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you don't give a fuck about what other people think about. That's where develop the confidence. Like in the beginning, I was even afraid to put my face in the camera, man. Like, I was thinking, like, sometimes it looks ugly, sometimes it looks not really good. So it's all come from what other people think about me. Like, I might look ugly to certain people, and I'm from India, like I'm Indian looking. I'm from Sri Lanka, but I'm Indian looking. So people will think, okay, this fucking guy from India, and what the fuck is he giving advice for? Like people might think like that. And even if I'm starting early right now, I don't have any achievement, big achievement, but I'm saying the things I'm following. I'm not saying the things like I'm an expert and you should follow this. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying the things I'm following, so other people can follow and get beneficial too. So now I am not afraid to tell anything to any people, because okay, even if people watch this video and thought I am a piece of shit, I don't give a fuck, because I don't care about what other people think about me. That's what I'm saying. You should be able to tell every single truth. You should be able to say, I suck at I suck at this. If you suck at this, you should be able to say, I suck at this. But like, okay, even like, oh, so are you really good? There's nobody's perfect. Like if somebody's good at something, it means they are not good at something else. So if somebody's pretending to be they are really perfect, it's bullshit, man. Like, let's say somebody's really good at math, but he really suck at arts. Can he do arts? Let's say somebody's really good at football stuff. Can he do math? So you can see everybody has shortcomings, everybody has weaknesses. So there's nobody perfect. Even Bill Gates is not perfect. Like he's rich, he makes money, but if you ask certain questions, he doesn't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like everybody has shortcomings, everybody has strength and weaknesses. So you should be able to expose your 100% self. You shouldn't be afraid to expose your weaknesses. You shouldn't be ashamed of your weaknesses. You shouldn't be ashamed of you failed in this certain area. You shouldn't be afraid to fail. You shouldn't be afraid to fail, and you shouldn't be afraid to fail in front of other people. And if you fail publicly, what's that going to do? That's called battle scars are sexy. I failed at even my love. I failed really publicly, and everybody made fun of me. And I thought, okay, like that's actually create a huge attention for me. That's a good thing in one way, but I didn't give a fuck, because I know that battle scars are sexy. Like in the beginning, it's gonna look like it really suck and all this stuff. After a while, people are gonna just forget about this thing, but they're gonna remember me as a person. And that's a marketing strategy, but it's a really negative marketing strategy. But yeah, if you suck at certain things, you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid to expose your weaknesses. You shouldn't be afraid to tell your truth. You shouldn't be afraid to tell you have failed in this area. Nowadays, if I get 15 marks in a certain subject, I will say I got 15, man. I got 50. I suck at this. I had improved. Like rather than saying I got 70, I did really well. It's not going to do anything. You should say you got 50. You should be able to expose yourself. Like when you put your say you are weak in this area, you will be able to develop. Like when you accept your truth, you can be able to develop. But if you pretend to be someone else, like if I in the beginning, if I say I'm a really good motivational speaker and I started these videos, I had to be very professional. I had to be perfect. I had to wear a certain kind of dress. People expect those kind of things, and they say you suck. But if I'm saying, okay, I'm just starting, I'm trying to develop, and this is I'm not even a person like really big person, so I can do any whatever the fuck I want and get away with it, because I'm not pretending to be something big. That's what I'm saying. Like you should be able to tell your truth, accept tell your weaknesses, able to do everything, so you'll be really confident. You wouldn't be afraid of what other people think of you. You should be able to tell your truth, man. That's what I'm saying. See you guys later.